Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestling, and we're kicking off tonight, continuing the B block. The Idol Division Champion and the MPW Tag Team Division Champion, one half, Emrys Morgana, wearing her Juri Han-inspired attire for this match. I mean, I talk a lot about this, but someone to keep an eye on is definitely going to be Emrys. Not only is she an incredibly dominant competitor in MPW right now, but on the same topic, she is perfect for this kind of match. She is a submission specialist. In a match where you can only win by knockout or submission, she's going to be a dangerous commodity. And if anything, if the title's around her shoulders or anything to be proof of that, she will be in the B block. Luckily for her, she won't have to meet ShmeepsWorld in A block, who won her first match, earning herself 2 points. If this is your first time tuning in for the B1 Summit, the rules are you must beat your opponent by by knockout, submission, or referee stoppage. If you win a match, you get 2 points. If you draw, you get 1 point. And if you lose, you get nothing. So we will see what Emrys has on store as she's going up against a bear. A bear has shed his winter coat, wearing from Tekken a Kuma-inspired outfit. I mean, if a bear's gonna have a role model, it might as well be one of the coolest bears in fighting game history, Kuma. And Emrys is gonna have a little bit of an uphill battle against a bear, because you could lose maybe 1 or 2 matches, but if you want to get the most points, this is your chance. You gotta do it. You gotta pick up your wins. You can't drop as many. You gotta pick up as many wins as you can. There might be some easy matches you see down the list, but you can't drop a lot of matches or else you're not going to be able to make it to the end. Of course, this is their first two matches. These two's first match. They want to start off their tournament right. They want to start the B1 off right with a win, but only one can come out the victor. Of course, 30-minute time limit, knockout or submission. If I had to put my money on it, I would probably bet on Emrys right now, but the bear is a tough guy to bet against. Emrys has a formal background in judo and taekwondo, so she's not too unfamiliar with this kind of environment. But when it comes to the size difference, it's hard to pick a side. Uranage from a bear. Of course, 30 minutes is a long time, but if you can last it out, that could end up getting you a draw. We'll see how the bosses upstairs feel about it, but I think 30 minutes is probably plenty of time. We'll see if they end up lowering it, but I don't think we're going to see many time stoppage. Scoop slam from a bear. An elbow drop. Back up onto his feet, pushing Emrys to the corner as the spirits of past warriors surround the ring. A bear's got Emrys up on his shoulders, over the shoulder boulder holder. Now working over the leg of the Idol Division champion. Kip up. Emrys just can't get a hold of a bear. Trying to knock him off the apron, but unable to. Got her up on his shoulders again. This time, Emrys is having none of it. Forearm, and the bear just staring down. I mean, how are you going to feel when a bear looks at you like that? Also, how do we know this is the same bear? This could be a different bear now that I'm thinking about it. Either way, German suplex nearly launching her off the ring. Kicks galore. Drop kick from Emrys. We've seen a lot of wrestlers a lot of the MPW roster trying to do submission holds that I'm not super familiar with. This is where Emrys would shine. Also, I feel like I've been underselling the bear. I mean, the bear hug is also a very dangerous submission hold. So both these two could be dangerous for B block. Last week we saw Merlin pick up his first win in B block. Now sending the bear off the ring. Emrys trying to catch her breath a little bit. I would too. And now, ooh, what is she doing? Thinking about something, but thought against it. Hesitation might be the greatest weakness here. And another Boston Crab. Center of the ring. I mean, there is no rope breaks. You got nowhere to go once those are locked in. And Emrys kicking the 700-some-pound bear off her. Rolls over. Black powder! Black powder! Referee was making a better door than a window, but black powder hit, and now Emrys. We could see the first tap out of the tournament. Hemlock applied deep in. Just under 3 minutes. And once again, sending the bear. Back up clothesline. The bear is not done. I know that Hemlock was probably did a little bit of work, but now the bear looking for a bear hug. Oh, got the arm back. Oh, tried to hold that arm there as the bear is now squeezing the life of Emrys. Wearing her down, and lets go of it. Maybe looking for a KO victory. The bear looking from the other side of the ring. Spin kick. As we slowly make it to 5 minutes in. Running headbutt nearly bashes his head against the post. Emrys sends him off the ropes, or off the ring. Splash by Emrys. Now the bear drop kicks. Turns Emrys completely inside out. Knee to the side of the leg, to the thigh. And a standing shooting star press. This really could be anyone's game. The bear kind of maintaining control here, though. The outside is so dangerous to be on as we just passed 5 minutes on the timer. And a bear spine buster. Bear hug spine buster. Emrys finally showing signs of life. Or was it going for the hemlock, maybe? Clothesline! And Emrys, black powder to a bear! Black powder. And looking for the second hemlock, maybe. Can she do it? Russian leg sweep this time. Gets him on the floor. And it might be over. This could be the first tap out of the tournament. And it is. Emrys Morgana picks up 2 points in the B1 Summit. A beautiful Both members of La Primera picking up their first 2 points. And Emrys taking the lead, matching Merlin in B block. We will see Emrys and Merlin meet up at some point in this tournament. Will it be sooner or later? We'll have to see, but we're going to move on to a qualifier match next. Time for the next Idol Division qualifier. Who's going to be joining Jin in the Elimination Chamber? Who's going to get maybe a cryopod? It's none other than Kodo Twin Moon. It says Icon Division, but that's just wrong. The Idol Division Golden Opportunity holder. Kodo Twin Moon won the Golden Opportunity, which means they have a shot at the Idol Division Championship no matter what for the last until the end of Season 1. They can cash in at any moment on Emrys Morgana or anybody holding the championship. Because until then, no one is safe. And someone coming off of a big win. MerlinGTB coming off of his B1 Summit debut, picking up 2 points against Draven. Looking to qualify in the Elimination Chamber. Merlin versus Kodo. The winner of this match will join Jin in the Idol Division Championship match. 6 people, including the champion, will enter a hellish structure. A place where hell is frozen over at Not a Christmas Show for a chance at the Idol Division Championship. Kodo with the jawbreaker forearm. And a suplex float over. Off the ropes, jump over. Super kick gets caught by Merlin. And a clothesline. I mean, for Kodo, this could be a really good opportunity if Kodo can pick up a win here, because if they could potentially win the championship, they'll have that golden opportunity as basically insurance. Now Kodo setting Merlin up in a powerbomb position. What is Kodo looking for? Hang him up to dry. It's also fair to say Merlin's definitely not the freshest he could be after the match with Draven last week. Kodo had a little bit more time to rest and relax. Merlin's coming out of the frying pan into the fire, going for a Samoan drop reversal. Kodo gets out of it. Head first into the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Now just stepping on the chest of Merlin. Merlin's going to make it back into the ring at 6, taking his sweet time, trying to get a breather. And a clothesline reversal by Merlin. Both Merlin and Garreth got their points, but no, they did not. Merlin got his points. ShmeepsWorld beat Garreth. Oh, Jesus! Like a cannonball. Off the ropes. Big boy senton, but the knees get up by Kodo. And now rear naked choke. Merlin practicing some submissions before his next B1 Summit match. Was unsuccessful. Kodo sending Merlin off the ropes. Ducks under. Goes for a scoop slam. Unable to pick up Kodo. Kick to the leg, and now these two gonna go at it. Lighting each other up. Punches and chops. Back and forth. Kodo. Merlin try to chop at each other's trees. Neither one wants to fall. A stiff right hand from Kodo, and they unleash on each other. Neither one wants to go down. And Merlin just barely gets it. Off the ropes, jumps over, ducks under. Super kick catches Merlin. Clothesline, now Kodo's got the steam. Kodo goes for the cover on Merlin to advance to the match. 2. Near fall. Look at the bruises on Kodo's forehead. The knuckle grooves from Merlin. Now setting Merlin in the corner. Pulls him out. Scoop slam up top. Could we see a little bit of, something, but gets caught by Merlin with a power bomb. I think he was going for his air guitar, and Merlin just catches. Kodo's kick out at 0, though. Merlin Samoan drop. Big boy senton! Two. Kick out of 2. And a snowball effect. Vicious snowball effect right onto Kodo. 2. Oh, kick out of 2. Merlin, just flurry of punches. And go for a cold shoulder. Kodo counters. What is Kodo looking for here? They got to hit something big. Step up kick. Merlin countered it. Trying to get Merlin back into that corner. Spins him around. Stab in the back. Now Merlin. Kodo. Forearm. Now Kodo. From the corner. Buzzsaw kick to Merlin. Center of the ring. Shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. No, kick out of 2 as well. And Merlin cold shoulder once again docked by Kodo. Sailor suplex. Just so slippery, that little purple feller. Middle rope. Hurricane Rana. Once again, trying to set up Merlin outside that corner. Up top. Get a little electric. No, just a leg drop. Leg drop. Senton. Kodo just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Merlin. Dark side of the moonsault! 1, 2, 3, and Kodo is finding his way into the chamber with Jin. Once again, will Kodo be the bridesmaid, or will they finally be the bride going into this championship match? Earn their first championship at MPW. We'll have to see next, but we will move on to the Icon Division qualifiers match next. All right, we saw for the idols who's going to be joining Angel in the Icon Division Elimination Chamber. Ty has had some history in the Elimination Chamber, but hasn't found too much success. I mean, there was a couple close calls, but just never quite getting there. Can Ty do it? This is the opportunity for anyone to make a name for themselves. And Ty's certainly done that in their career, but can they do it here fully? Can the Ty finally get the big one? We will see here tonight. Can Ty once again do what they do best and shock the world? Get to this elimination chamber. Join Angel, who in season 2 won the elimination chamber. Angel dethroned the longest reigning Icon Division champion of all time, Zarataro, in the elimination chamber. And Flair is coming up to once again tie with Zarataro for 140 days. Angel could repeat history, but we'll see who's going to join Angel in this elimination chamber. This will be our third confirmed competitor, including Angel and Flair. And one of the members of the Shogunate, Hyakaka. Via, could she get her first Idol Division Championship? Sorry, for some, I think it was the music playing. I felt like my phone was going off. We haven't really seen too much from Vyakaka to say that I'm impressed with them. But they are, I mean, they could change that right here. All it takes is just winning this match and you qualify for the championship. You have one shot. You only got one shot. Can you do it? It's going to be a battle of red here. Tyranno versus Vyakaka. Vyakaka, the red panda vampire, versus Tyranno, the red-headed Tyrannosaurus. Will Vyakaka suck the chances out of Tyranno, the opportunity out of Tyranno, or will it be extinction for Vyakaka? The only way we will know is if the bell rings, or when the bell rings. Ty versus Vyakaka. Both two people very deserving of a shot. And both never really getting their shot. Ty line salt. Just barely miscalculated that one. And a ripcord knee. Via taking Ty down. I mean, we talked about Kodo, bridesmaid never the bride. That's really been Ty their whole career so far. Outside of the Openweight Championship. Like, we don't want to take that away from them, but they've been looking for this opportunity forever. And it's almost like once a year, Ty gets that opportunity, gets that chance. Can they find themselves in the Elimination Chamber one more time? And will it finally be that time for them? Because already you're going up against some of the best icons we've seen in MPW with Flair and Angel. Already going in there. A little bit of shadow boxing as Ty gets back up to their feet. Ty, though, not wanting this power bomb. Floats over, clothesline from Via. Sweeps the leg. Hip up. Off the ropes, and Ty needs to spend less time talking and more time focusing on the person in front of them. Ty rolls out, gets back, though, quickly. Liver punch, and then hip toss from Ty. Lion salt. This for the cover on Via. Gets a 1 count already. Ty seeing the vision here. Over knee bar. It's not a knee bar, but I just said that. I just work here. Yep, at 1. And Vyakaka going up top. Goes for a double stomp. Ty had it scouted. Rolls out of the way. Off the ropes. Ducks under. Super kick catches. Via and Ty now on the outside. On the apron. Ty looking for a Hurricane Rana. Connects. And now Ty going back up top. Ty with the elbow drop. Nobody's home, though. And sends Ty off the ropes. Ducks under. Hops over. Punch to the gut. A little bit of a sucker punch. Ripcord clothesline. Ty trying to get up, but Vyakaka picks Ty up. Anyways, plants Ty into the mat. 2. Kick out of 2. Could it already be the end for Ty? No. Little bit of fighting spirit left. Back and forth. Ty extinction. An extinction bomb from absolutely out of nowhere. Trying to pull Via away. I think giving her too much time to recover. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Way too much time in between that. But Ty wanted to make sure she was away from the ropes. Some more kicks to the leg. Grabs it. Flips it over into an ankle lock. Ty trying to submit Vyakaka. She gets back up. Now kicks from Via. Ty switches Inzaguri in the corner as Via tumbles out. Head kick, rights and lefts, hip toss. Ducks under and a spinning head kick. Via going up top. Double stomp that time. Little shitty double stomp. And Ty's right back in this corner. Going for something. Didn't quite connect. Or at least Viaker had it spotted. What is Via looking for? Oh my god, slingshot. Famous or some type of thing. 2. Oh, near fall for Ty. Gasping for air as he kicks out, as they kick out. Ty was mere seconds away. But I think it might be over. Not going to the end. Byakuya looking to hit the red button. And I think Ty might just have had their dreams dashed of joining the Elimination Chamber. Byakuya, the second to qualify, the third to enter the Elimination Chamber in 3 weeks' time. The Shogunate already finding their way into the Elimination Chamber. As we will move on to our main event of the night, A Block continues for the B1 Summit. Who will get their first 2 points, or if anyone will get their first 2 points? It is time for the main event of the evening. A Block continues. As we will see ShmeepsWorld making her B1 Summit debut. Rocking her dagger outfit from the duo of Cloak and Dagger. I mean, that matches Shmeeps' personality perfectly. Using light to heal people, I think that matches Shmeeps very well, and if I do say so myself, I think she looks lovely. Shmeeps is looking to get her first 2 points. Like Beep's World, we will see Shmeeps and Beeps meet eventually in this, but will Shmeeps follow suit? And she's going up against T, the open weight champion, in her Sailor Moon inspired outfit. Shmeeps versus T. For the B1 Summit. A Block's second match. This is going to be a hard-hitting fight, these two. TeaTheShiba versus ShmeepsWorld. The newly crowned openweight champion TeaTheShiba after dethroning Angel at Cursed by Success. Going up against a former openweight and Idol Division champion, ShmeepsWorld. Of course, if you're just tuning in now, this tournament is you can only win by KO or submission or referee stoppage. If you win the match, you get 2 points. If you draw, you get 1 point. And if you lose, you get nothing. You go home with absolutely nothing. Suplex from Shmeeps to T. Of course, we have the 30-minute timer. They get to the 30 minutes. That's where that draw is going to come into play. So they got to make sure they do this as efficiently as they can, just sending Shmeeps straight into the ring post by T. Shmeeps gonna send T back into the ring. I would say maybe Shmeeps is a little bit at a disadvantage more in this kind of tournament because she is much heavily more a high flyer than anything else. Scoop slam. And T is definitely more of a striker, but we saw someone like Garreth using a lot of tactics, a lot of improvising to get through his match. He did not win, but it was incredibly impressive. So we can see the same thing with Shmeeps here. What is Shmeeps going? Float over powerbomb. What was that? Beautifully done. Like I said, improvisation. Go for a drop kick, but didn't connect. T. And going for a step up senton, but Shmeeps isn't having it. I'm excited to see how all these competitors fare by the end of this tournament. Hurricane Rana, because everybody is just so good in their own different ways. He's got Shmeeps locked in a gator roll. Now T with a deadlift. Takeover. T is coming off of a hot win for the Openweight Championship. You got to strike when the iron's hot. He's rolling out in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Trying to get some space. Takes T down. Starting to work over the arm now. And T head scissor. To get out of it. And sends T into the barricade. Of course, they can spend as much time as they want on the outside. Because all that matters is if when the referee stops and that bell rings. Trying to send T back into the ring, but T doesn't want it. Hurricane Rana. Sends Shmeeps into the steel steps. Shmeeps is looking a little bit worse for wear. T taking this opportunity to grab a breather as the spirits of former champions watch on. Shmeeps discus big boot! And this could be the end for Shmeeps. T goes for the pedigree. T grabs the leg. Shmeeps won't have it. Sending T up the ramp. I mean, the further you get up, the less protection there is on the ground. T's going to send Shmeeps back into the ring. Now T's going to work over the back of Shmeeps. Trying to submit her. Can't pin. A little bit of a kick out by T. Now Shmeeps got T on her shoulders, sends her off the apron. And now Shmeeps, goes for a double stomp. That would have been devastating if she had connected with that double stomp on T. Seems like T's got a little bit of the momentum here. Kind of staying in control where Shmeeps is kind of struggling to get any offense on as we pass the 5-minute mark. Shmeeps back up onto her feet. Speaking of commentators, curse Falcon Arrow! Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but it doesn't knock people out necessarily. And Shmeeps getting sent over the corner again. He's sending Shmeeps up. back in the ring. Shmeeps trying to make it up top, or up to her feet. Hurricane Rana running. Shmeeps back up. Or I keep calling everybody in this match Shmeeps, I swear to God. T back up. Trying to send T off. What is Shmeeps looking for? German suplex! Shmeeps sending T straight to hell. Certainly our longest match so far. Every other one has been somewhat quick, which just goes to show you the kind of people we got here. A little bit of a sharpshooter-esque submission hold. T rolls through, drop kick. As we're 3 minutes off the 10-minute mark. T getting Shmeeps up this time. Hooks the arms. Great. Is T going for another one? Cheers! And it connects. It's the second time. The charm. And it seems like the power of the moon prevails for T. Absolutely caving in the skull of ShmeepsWorld with those two pedigrees. TeaTheShiba picks up her first 2 points of the tournament. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. The B1 continues. And we will see you guys next week for some more A and B block action. I'm Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we'll see you guys next time.